This is the Royal Enfield Goan Classic 350 and this motorcycle has been my long-termer for little over 6 months. And in that duration, I've covered more than 1000 kilometers, which includes a lot of riding in the city, out on the highway, at night, in the traffic, and a lot more. Having said that, I've had a really good time enjoying riding this motorcycle, but like they say it, no motorcycle is perfect. So in the same order, there are 3 things that I absolutely love about this motorcycle, and there are 3 things that this motorcycle could have done better. So if you are planning to buy this motorcycle, do watch this video till the end so that you can make a sound decision. But before we get going, if you are new to our channel, do consider subscribing to Car and Bike for the latest news, reviews and updates from the world of cars and bikes from Car and Bike. So for this video, I'm going to start with the negatives of this motorcycle first. So the biggest compromise that comes with the Goan Classic is that it is not a motorcycle that you would want to pick for long distance touring. Now that is not a surprising fact because as you can see, the Goan Classic is a bobber style. So a bobber style motorcycle predominantly are designed for a low slung stance. The seat height is low. You've got a solo seat. Here you've got an attachment. You can remove this removable pillion seat, but you have got a more of a minimalist look which comes with a motorcycle. The Goan Classic ticks all those boxes, although instead of chasing performance, it focuses more on delivering a unique riding experience along with the visual appeal. The ape handlebars are comfortable and even the forward set foot pegs aren't an issue. The problem is the saddle. About after an hour and a half of riding the bike, you start feeling pressure around your tailbone. And as the hours add up, the discomfort becomes more noticeable. Then there's also the limitation of luggage carrying capability. Apart from a tank bag or a backpack, there aren't many straightforward luggage mounting options available. So yes, you can tour on the Goan Classic provided you are okay with taking multiple stops and also your luggage is pretty light. But if your requirement is more of long distance touring or multiple hours, then there are other options in Royal Enfield's portfolio that you can consider that works better in your case. Now the second concern with this motorcycle is with the pillion seat. Now to be honest, the Goan Classic looks best without the pillion seat, and that is how the intention has been to enjoy the motorcycle. But if you had to carry a pillion and if you had to have the pillion seat, let me tell you that the experience is not that ideal. The seat itself is quite small and lacks cushioning for longer rides. There isn't a backrest either, which means your pillion may not always feel particularly secure. Royal Enfield has provided grab handles, but they are tucked right underneath the seat and aren't especially easy to use. So for anything that's short city rides, it's manageable, and anything beyond that, your pillion is going to be definitely asking for brakes a lot more often. And the third negative with regards to this motorcycle is its price. Now, the Goan Classic 350 is priced at 2,23,000 ex-showroom, and that makes it the most expensive motorcycle in Royal Enfield's 350cc portfolio. Now whether that price is justified or not depends on what you are looking for, because while it does command a premium, a lot of that money goes towards the unique styling, premium cycle parts and some genuinely useful hardware upgrades, which brings us nicely to the positives. Speaking of positives, the main reason to consider the Goan Classic is very simple. It just looks so beautiful, and in my opinion, it is the best looking motorcycle in Royal Enfield's 350cc lineup. The stance is spot on. The ape hanger handlebars, the low slung profile and white wall tires, and the overall proportions come together beautifully. More importantly, it has character. Every time you walk up to it or ride it, it feels special. It doesn't look like anything else on the road. And while there are multiple color options available, my favorite has been this purple haze shade. It's bold, distinctive, and suits the personality of the motorcycle perfectly. It's not often that you see a production motorcycle in this color, and that is its charm. The second important highlight are these tubeless spoke wheels. Mechanically, these are the most important upgrade on the Goan Classic. For a motorcycle that already carries a premium over the standard Classic 350, they look absolutely gorgeous and perfectly complement the motorcycle's retro styling. But more importantly, they bring a practical benefit. If you have ever dealt with a puncture on traditional tube-type spoke wheels, you'll know how inconvenient it can be. With tubeless tires, punctures become far less stressful to manage. This upgrade adds significant value to the Goan Classic. And finally, my favorite thing about the Goan Classic, the way this machine rides in the city. Don't let that laid back riding stance fool you. Once you get used to these handlebars, this motorcycle feels surprisingly agile. The suspension setup is a little firm, but that actually helps when filtering through traffic. The bike changes direction easily, feels light on its feet, and is surprisingly capable through corners as well. Yes, you can cruise at 100-110 kilometers if you wanted to, but honestly, that's not where the motorcycle shines. The sweet spot is between 50 to 60 kmph. It's a motorcycle that encourages you to slow down and enjoy the ride. Whether you're commuting to work, heading out on a Sunday morning breakfast ride, or simply taking the long way home after a tiring day, the Goan Classic makes every ride feel enjoyable. This motorcycle wants you to soak the surroundings, enjoy the journey, and savor the experience. And in the last 6 months that I've spent with this motorcycle, that is exactly what I've loved the most about it. Now that's my 6 months report on the Royal Enfield Goan Classic 350. Now definitely this motorcycle isn't the most practical machine in the segment, and with that it certainly isn't the most versatile too. But if you're someone who values style, character and the overall riding experience more than outright practicality, there's very little else quite like it. And that's what makes the Goan Classic such an enjoyable motorcycle to live with. Let us know in the comments what you think about the Goan Classic and whether you'd pick this one over the standard Classic 350. Until next time, ride safe and see you in the next one.